Is this new?
You see a clear blue lake surrounded by a pretty meadow.
I think so.
You see a clear blue... You see
Okay, that's great.
some pretty flowering bushes grow in a bunch near the lake's edge. There are rocks and small boulders all along the lake shore. At the far edge of the lake, you can barely discern a rotten stump and an old fallen log.
Yeah, we've been there.
You see a clear blue...
Okay.
If you wish to swim, simply walk into the water, Sir Graham. If you wish to swim, there's not much to do there.
Yeah, let's talk to the lake. You can swim! How cool are we? We can swim. Okay, this just takes us here. Let's make our way over here. Oh, this is just here. Ooh. Spooky.
This small swamp, with its twisted trees and slimy water, has an eerie feel to it. This small swamp, the murky water of this swampy lake looks very uninviting. Large moss-covered trees surround a shallow, swampy lake. This small, large moss... Spotting the snake in the treetops, you wisely decide that there are better trees to climb than this one.
There's a snake? I don't see it.
Spotting the snake... Spotting the... You would rather avoid this putrid water than come into contact with it.
Oh, yeah? They live like right next to the swamp. It's pretty ridiculous.
You notice a small hole at the base of the craggy boulders in the center of the clearing. You'll have to move closer.
Yeah.
All sorts of trees are growing in this part of the forest. All sorts of trees. All sorts of trees. All sorts of... You notice a small hole at the base of the craggy boulder. You would need to be much smaller to fit through that hole. This tree isn't very climbable. Better not. Those pine needles look sharp. The hole appears to go deep down through the rock into the ground below. You can barely make out a faint greenish glow somewhere far inside.
Huh, can we reach for it?
You would need to be much...
Nah, I guess not. Let's be on our way. Ooh.
You are in an eerie, desolate part of the forest. These small, twisted trees make the area seem very strange. The plants don't seem to grow very well in this part of the forest. The plants don't seem to grow very well in this part. These small, twisted trees... You are in an... You... The trees in this area of the forest are too misshapen to climb. The tree... There's not... Alright
then. Let's keep
Be
moving.
careful. There's a sorcerer lurking nearby, just waiting to try out his newest incantation.
Oh boy.
The sorcerer casts his paralysis spell, freezing you to the spot. Satisfied with his deviltry, he departs, leaving you at the mercy of the forest creatures. Let's hope there are no dangerous creatures skulking about until the spell wears off.
I hear something. just the spell wearing off?
The paralysis spell has worn off. You're free to move about again, but beware of the sorcerer's return.
Okay. That was exciting. Luckily there was nothing around here. Let's go up this way.
You are in a gloomy forest clearing. There are numerous small rocks and boulders in this part of the forest. The trees here are stunted and twisted. They give you the heebie-jeebies. There are numerous small rocks and boulders. Even in this slightly dismal part of the forest, the bushes grow well in the bright Daventry sun.
Apparently so.
The rock will not budge. The trees in this area are There's not much to do there. There is a moldering old stump here, rotting to pieces. The stump will not move.
Oh, we're behind it.
You see the back of the old tumble-down cottage, badly in need of repair. When you look in the window, you see a poor, starving woodcutter and his wife.
I'm just peeping in.
There might be someone home. The tree was cut from this stump years ago. This beautiful pine tree adorns the woodcutter's backyard. This log, felled long ago, awaits the woodcutter's fire. Some large trees still overhang the woodcutter's house. There's not much to do there. This window doesn't open. You can't do anything with the stump. Better not. Those pine needles look sharp. You cannot get the log.
I want the log.
There's not much to do there.
I want the log, damn it. Just brings us here. Down here should just be, yeah, okay. Just brings us to this classic screen. You don't need to go there. Let's go this way. We gotta learn that gnome's name. Oh, you can see the castle in the distance.
There's an impressive cliff here, overlooking the castle and the small waterfall. This is a wild and perilous, raging river filled with jagged boulders and treacherous rapids. There is a mushroom in the meadow on the other side of the raging river.
Well, you know how I feel about mushrooms.
Far in the distance, you can see the spires and turrets of King Edward's castle. This is just one of the many leafy bushes growing throughout the countryside.
Okay.
There's not much to do. The bushes manage quite well without additional help from you. Diving into the raging current would result in certain death. The mushroom is on the far side of the river.
How do we get over there? Yeah, we all know what's gonna happen, but let's just see. Nope. Thought maybe Graham could do
The
a super
raging
jump.
current pulls you under, never to be found.
What's with the music? That was odd.
High cliffs border a wild, raging river.
How do we get to the other side? What that mushroom?
This is one of the countless rocks and boulders that dot the countryside. Some of the rocks poke up from the riverbed. These rocks are actually very tall and treacherous. The river is dangerous and powerful. Low bushes are growing in abundance in the clean Daventry air. The rock will not budge. Diving into the raging current would result. Diving in. It feels like a bush.
Oh. What do you know? Just bring us back here. I'll be careful, I don't want to end up going into the water by accident. No. Oops.
The raging current pulls you under, never to be found.
It's not what I want to do. I will have that mushroom. Even though I hate mushrooms, I will have it. Maybe it'll be easier if we just go down and then to the right. Because that's like kind of tricky. Oh, I don't think we can go there. Oh, we can.
This is a raging river filled with massive boulders and treacherous whitewater rapids. This area of the river is as dangerous as it is beautiful. It is a massive boulder that splits the river.
How do we get to the other
This
side?
area, the bushes here grow well, helped by the refreshing spray of the nearby river. Several lovely trees sway peacefully in the breeze. The bushes here grow well, helped by the refreshing spray of the nearby river. The bushes here grow well.
Okay, that's great.
You can't move the rock. Diving into the raging... Don't ruin the lovely bushes.
And how would I do that exactly? You actually can't do that. It won't even let you walk off. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Just trying to walk to the right and...
The raging current pulls you under, never to be found.
Let's try this again, shall we? Quit doing that. Go down. And we're back here. Okay, that's good.
An unusual clover glistens in the middle of the patch. Lovely fruit trees have blossomed early this year. Lovely small rocks are scattered here and there. Graceful trees grow in profusion all throughout Daventry. You pick a large four-leaf clover from the patch.
Maybe we can give that to the leprechaun, gnome dude.
You are holding a large 4-leaf clover. The clover is very delicate. Don't handle it too much, or you might just damage it.
I'll do my best.
There's no ripe fruit on the tree to pick. There's no... Don't move the rocks. They're perfectly fine where they are.
Alright, well. Just back here.
The Clear Mountain Lake is surrounded by steep cliffs. The Clear Mountain Lake... The clear... A large, jagged boulder sits at the top of the cliff. It would be foolish to dive from the cliff. The fall would knock the wind from you, and you would surely drown. There's not much to do. The boulder will not move.
Oh.
Your attempt at cliff diving was a smashing failure.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay, let's try not to... Whoa, calm down. What the... I didn't mean to fall.
Your attempt at cliff diving was a smashing failure.
Alright, well, maybe it'd be easier to just go down. No. Dude, stop it. Stop it! I can't get out. Oh, I'll just go down.
Your attempt at cliff diving was a smashing failure.
What? I didn't die. Okay, then.
This is a clear mountain lake with some low and rocky banks surrounding it.
I think that was a glitch.
Small bushes like this one thrive near the fresh lake water. Lush pine trees ring the lake. On this side of the lake, the banks are low and rocky. On this side of lush pine trees ring the lake. There's nothing interesting about this bush. Better not. Those pine needles look sharp. There's not much to do there. The water is too shallow here for you to dive into.
I guess I won't let you do that. Oh, we're back here. I could take another carrot,
There's
suppose.
not much to... You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground.
We got another carrot. It's good stuff.
Still can't do anything here. Do. Wah, wah, wah. Well, it just brings us back here. If you go south, what's south of this thing? Back at the cave. You know what? I think we're going to call this a recording session here. So when we come back, we'll figure out just where we need to go next, and maybe we can start finding some of these mystical items we need to find. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for more King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown. Good stuff.